one in prime time, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over first and 10. That's their own 27-yard line.
They'll run. Here's and they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Target, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. LHN on 1st and 10. A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Dolphins at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll run here with a rookie. And a tough sled. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Look at this Baltimore defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Incomplete.
They'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
No sign of Tua departing. Fourth down. They're going for it.
All right, come on.
Tua on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that's because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And Walker has it. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Here's Tyreek Hill back to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Tua. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
First down. 1st and 10.
Looking to pass. Tua. And his throw here is incomplete. The elements here definitely going to be a factor. You're going to have some drop balls playing in conditions like this.
Yeah, you got to minimize them as best you can. It means 100% of your focus has got to be on making the catch, not on what you do afterwards. Look it all the way in first.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it with Achane. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. Tua going to give this to Wright. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
Down back at the 40-yard line.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Trying for White, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. Down the right sideline. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Henry. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Henry again. And this time he's in for a Raven touchdown.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
All right.
On first down, back to Achane. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around. Yeah, he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the bar.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now it's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Henry up the middle. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mecole Hardman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half.
Dolphins 3.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Second and 10.
Ready, set.
A give up the middle to right. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Jake Bailey
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So Fitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half? Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 74 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Go ahead.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Ready. Get on.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fighting through tackles. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Jackson now. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here comes third and the length of the football. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the Ravens first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. No gain on the play. And that will bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this returnable from Hill. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 38-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go ahead.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Ravens' 49-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
All right, go ahead, go. Ready.
right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Robbie Chosen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Dolphins 17. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A nice stick and stop for a loss here from Jalen Phillips.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Jackson. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Open net is Waddle complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth.
Ready.
They'll run on first down with Wright. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now this time, Tua is going to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Get set.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Open man is Hill. He's got him. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. To the right side and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and 5.
Hey, Alpha, what?
Here's Jackson. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to right. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
All right. Out, done. Ready.
Here's Tua. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Ready.
Out of the gun, here's a give to right.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 15. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
44. Ready.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
17 yards.
All right,
That's
fellas.
another Dolphins
First and goal, Melvin Gordon.
And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Go ahead.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now a toss play for Wright.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Jalen Wright, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe the sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The two are going to try and throw for it.
That's caught. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
In this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off.
39 yards there, a big one.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Take a knee here.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Baltimore,
they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year.